Thank you all for coming on this early morning. It's a pleasure for me to be here. It's a pleasure for me to have the honor of being invited, and I'd like to thank specifically Daniel Wiesmeyer, who invited me on behalf of the scientific committee of this meeting to speak here about a topic that was assigned to me, which I dared to rename a little bit, because I renamed it to characteristics of recent materials. Recent materials because of the case that we have discussed a lot, the conventional materials until now, and we have a lot of new options where we have a lot of questions in our heads, and we don't know how to apply and where to apply and when to apply which of these new treatment options, new treatment materials. For this, I'd like to introduce you to Mrs. A very, very kind patient of mine. She's a tourist guide in Geneva, and since she is really exposed a lot to the public and she talks a lot to the public, she realized that out of aesthetic purposes, she will need to have a new rehabilitation of her dentition. Well, in a conventional approach, if you would meet a patient like this, she would approach you, you would examine her, you would include radiologic examinations, you would go through a period of dividing the teeth into safe, doubtful, or questionable, or irrational to treat, and then you will complete this treatment, first treatment phase, with a diagnostic wax-up. Conventional wax-up done by the laboratory according to the needs or the desires of the patient, and then transferred into the clinical situation by means of a mock-up. This is a very conventional approach. The patient now has a certain idea of what the reconstruction might look like, and we can make the decision together which way to go and which type of restoration in which location, indication to place.